Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. In today's video, I will compare the social media apps photos quality on iOS, OneUI, and the stock Android. Here I have the latest and greatest flagship from each company, the 15 Pro Max, the S24 Ultra, and the Pixel 8 Pro. So let's see if Samsung and Google found their own way to be on par with iOS in this matter, or Apple remains the king of social media apps quality in 2024. So without further ado, let's jump in. Before starting, let me tell you that the voiceover used in this video is my AI cloned voice. It might sound a bit different to you, but I think it's close enough. I will start using this new approach to save time, so please let me know in the comments what do you think. And now, back to the video. Here's how I will do it. I will first show you the difference in quality between the native camera and the social media apps on each phone. Then I will compare the social media apps outcome coming from all phones side by side. This comparison will include Instagram and Snapchat without applying any filters. The winner will take 2 points, the second place will take 1 point, and 0 points for the third. So, let's begin. This is the first shot on the Pixel 8 Pro using the camera app, Instagram, and Snapchat. The native camera and Snapchat give you a much wider field of view unlike Instagram, so I will crop both to match each other and make it easier to compare. Taking a look at the results, there is a massive difference in quality between the native camera and social media apps. They have washed out colors, the images are too soft with no details, and the HDR performance is not as good too. I also noticed that Instagram doesn't capture Ultra HDR photos on the 8 Pro, but it only works when you share the image from your gallery. When I checked the resolution, it was 5.1 megapixels as per Google Photos info pane, and Snapchat has even lower resolution of 4 MP. So overall, both apps didn't take advantage of the native camera image processing on the 8 Pro and ended up with poor quality photos. I personally will never share a photo like this and rather use the native camera app first and share it later. Moving to the S24 Ultra, the photos coming out of both social media apps have noticeably more saturated colors and contrast. The HDR performance is very close, but the details are less, which you might see when you pixel peep. But other than this, they are well-processed images that I'm happy to share. It's also worth mentioning that Instagram captures HDR photos all the time on the S24 Ultra, unlike the Pixel 8 Pro. Unfortunately, there is no toggle to turn off this feature if you don't like it. The only similarity between the two Android phones is in the photos resolution. They are also 5 megapixels for Instagram and 4 megapixels for Snapchat. Moving to the 15 Pro Max right off the bat, Instagram saves the images to the phone's storage in 9:16 aspect ratio instead of the native 1:1. In this example, Instagram delivered impressive results. I even like the more vibrant colors coming out of Instagram over the native camera app. Instagram on iOS has a higher resolution photos of 10 megapixels versus only 5 on Android, but as I mentioned before, it saved the image at a 9:16 aspect ratio without crop, which could be the reason why. The 15 Pro Max doesn't capture Ultra HDR photos from the app, but you can upload them from the gallery, same as the 8 Pro. Snapchat, on the other hand, captured a 2 megapixels photo, which looks noticeably softer with less details and less vibrant colors than Instagram, but still usable. So initially, the gap between the native camera and social media apps on the 15 Pro Max and the S24 Ultra is reasonable, while on the Pixel there's a significant difference in favor of the camera app. Now let's compare the outcome of all phones side by side. Starting with Instagram, the 8 Pro photo is far behind when compared to others. So with no doubt, it takes the third place. The 15 Pro Max and the S24 Ultra did a great job with the edge going to the iPhone for the higher level of detail, the more accurate skin tone, and the colors in general. But I do like the more contrast of the S24 Ultra than the iPhone. Either way, it's a personal preference which one you like more, but in my opinion, the 15 Pro Max is the winner here with 2 points. The S24 Ultra is the second best with 1 point, and the 8 Pro got 0 points. Moving to Snapchat, again the 8 Pro is out of the competition, which is expected based on the previous photo. The S24 Ultra has the highest level of detail as it generated a 4 megapixels image, unlike the 2 megapixel of the 15 Pro Max. In contrast, the iPhone has more accurate colors and skin tone, so I will call it a draw and give each one a point. Now let's try one more image. Starting with Instagram, the S24 Ultra colors are too saturated and it doesn't look like a real pizza anymore. The 15 Pro Max did balance the colors quite well, while the 8 Pro removed it completely, resulting in a dull-looking photo. Details-wise, the iPhone comes on top by a small margin when compared to the S24 Ultra, and the 8 Pro image is way too soft. So the same results as the previous photo, the 15 Pro Max comes first, followed by the S24 Ultra, and the 8 Pro is third. Moving to Snapchat, again the 8 Pro has the worst colors, the S24 Ultra image is too saturated, while the iPhone delivered the best look. In the details, the 8 Pro is the best this time, followed by the S24 Ultra, and the 15 Pro Max comes third. So I will call it a draw between all three and give each one a point. Now let's try the front-facing camera. Comparing Instagram on all three, the 8 Pro has the darkest shadows and my t-shirt color is not accurate, but I like the skin tone. In contrast, the S24 Ultra and the 15 Pro Max have brighter shadows and more accurate colors than the Pixel. Comparing the details, the 8 Pro is always the worst, while the 15 Pro Max and the S24 Ultra are almost identical. The only thing the iPhone did better than the S24 Ultra is the skin tone, which gives it a slight edge. So same as the back camera, the iPhone is still the best option for Instagram, followed by the S24 Ultra, and the 8 Pro comes third. Moving to Snapchat, all three messed up the look in their own ways. The 8 Pro has inaccurate colors, the S24 Ultra has a noticeable green tint, and the 15 Pro Max brightened up my face way too much. But still, the S24 Ultra has the highest level of detail as usual, followed by the Pixel, and the 15 Pro Max comes third. So I will give the win to the S24 Ultra as it balanced the exposure and produced the highest level of detail, followed by the 8 Pro for the balanced exposure and good details, while the iPhone comes third. Now let's try another front camera photo to make sure which one is the best. Starting with Instagram, in this image, the S24 Ultra and the 8 Pro have the best HDR, while the iPhone blown out the sky. In the details, the 15 Pro Max is the best, the S24 Ultra looks over-sharpened, and the 8 Pro is too soft. Colors-wise, the 15 Pro Max is the best as usual, followed by the Galaxy, so I will give the win to the iPhone, followed by the S24 Ultra, and the 8 Pro comes third. Moving to Snapchat, the S24 Ultra and the 8 Pro still have the best HDR. The S24 Ultra details are over-sharpened, and the 15 Pro Max has the best colors and details. So the win goes to the 15 Pro Max, followed by the S24 Ultra, and the 8 Pro comes third. Now let's try the night photos. Comparing Instagram on all phones, the 8 Pro has a magenta hue which makes the colors a bit off, especially when you look at the couch, while the S24 Ultra and the 15 Pro Max look more accurate. Exposure-wise, the 8 Pro and the S24 Ultra are closer to reality, while the 15 Pro Max is a bit darker. When it comes to the details, the 15 Pro Max is the best by far, especially when you look at the chair. The 8 Pro and the S24 Ultra photos are soft and lack details with a slight edge to the Galaxy. So overall, the win goes to the 15 Pro Max, followed by the S24 Ultra, and the 8 Pro comes third. Moving to Snapchat, here I used the app dedicated night mode. The 15 Pro Max messed up the colors and blown out the highlights quite a bit, while the 8 Pro and the S24 Ultra did equally good. Moving to the details, the 8 Pro is the best this time, followed by the S24 Ultra, and the 15 Pro Max image is too soft. So for the first time, the win goes to the 8 Pro, followed by the S24 Ultra, and the 15 Pro Max comes third. Now let's try the front camera. Without flash, all three delivered poor results, but the 15 Pro Max is the best in everything. The S24 Ultra shot is too dark, but with more details and less noise when compared to the 8 Pro. When I used the screen flash, the S24 Ultra delivered the best overall results, while the 15 Pro Max showed a lot of noise and messed up the colors, but preserved more details than the S24 Ultra. The 8 Pro, on the other hand, nailed the exposure same as the S24 Ultra, but produced a soft image with inaccurate colors. Based on the two photos, I will call it a draw between the 15 Pro Max and the S24 Ultra with 2 points each and 1 point to the Pixel. In Snapchat, the 8 Pro image has the most pleasing look, followed by the 15 Pro Max. The S24 Ultra, on the other hand, has the cleanest image with the highest level of detail, but it's a bit dark, and the 15 Pro Max image is too soft and grainy, so I will call it a draw between the 8 Pro and the S24 Ultra with 2 points each and 1 point to the 15 Pro Max. Now we are done with all the photos, and here's my final conclusion. iOS is still the best overall option for social media apps, especially in Instagram. In contrast, OneUI delivers better results in Snapchat, but not all the time, while stock Android really lags behind in this area, and the only thing the Pixel did well is taking photos in Snapchat using the night mode, But other than this, it's not a recommended option. So that's pretty much it for today. That was my social media apps comparison between iOS, OneUI, and the stock Android. Please let me know what do you think in the comments. But for now, thank you so much for watching and see you in the next video.